So hello and welcome to another Raggy's review. This time we're going to talk about my first ever trip, one to Derby and two, more importantly, to Derby Beer Con. So yesterday, Saturday, the whatever it was, 16th of September. Yeah. Been wanting to go to Derby Beer Con for a few years now. Was going to go last year. They ran out of tickets. And then I found out later they just ran out of glasses, not tickets. And it's like, oh no, I could have gone. But hey ho. Went to Derby. Caught the, well, for me, into Nottingham City Centre, caught the Barton buses. There's zigzags, £7.60, got all the way to Derby and back for £7.60. You know, wow, cheap as chips. The Red Arrow was the bus out. I caught the Calverton connection from this area, Nottingham, into town, and then the Red Arrow to Derby. From Derby bus station, now, I actually walked around to the Smithfield, but if you're arriving in Derby bus station and your one destination is the Bustler Market, literally, as you're pulling in on the bus, you come out the station, you do a left, you walk under like a bridge thing, you go across the road, you keep on walking, and then you'll turn around. Literally about 7 minutes of walking, and you're there. Easiest chips to get to. Anyway, walks in, loads of glasses there. Someone scans your code. The great thing about phones these days, you get your ticket, take a screenshot of your ticket. All they want is that barcode and the QR code to scan. Once they've done that, buff. Don't need to print out or like that. You know, if you've got a decent phone, scan your ticket beforehand. Anyway, as you walk in, handed a glass, you know, your complimentary glass rather. There's music, massive seating area, music there. There's eateries. So there was a burger place, there was a kebab. I think there was 4 different eateries, as far as memory serves me. I went for the burger. Lovely burger and chips. Certainly filled a hole in the journey. So you walk in that area, then you go into like a building, like a bloody warehouse, basically. And in this warehouse, you've got a big seating area with toilets at the back. In the middle bit, you've got like a games area. And in the main bit, you've got all the bars. Undercover, so if it chucks it down, you know, there's no issues whatsoever. I'm really glad it wasn't the weekend before, because, my gosh, it would have been a bit wham. I mean, it was warm enough yesterday, but it would have been very uncomfortable. Anyway, I stood there. As you walk in, you've got Darley Abbey cider on the left. I didn't go for a cider yesterday. I was not mixing. After what happened at Nottingham Craft Beer Festival, I was not mixing beers. You know, having the bestest time at the beer festival was my absolute #1 agenda. And my next agenda was getting home safe with no accidentes. Anyway, stood there, took a video, did loads of videos yesterday. There's loads of videos on the Derby Beer Con playlist on the channel. You know, have a check out of that. There's tons of stuff, tons of reviews, looks at I'll be doing them singly over the next week on the channel. But yeah, lots and lots to go over there. First port of call for me was the good people at Bang the Elephant. I had to go over and see them. And I had a blue turquoisey beer from them, bluey turquoise, whatever. Coconut and blueberry sour, I think it was anyway. Can't even remember the blooming name of it. Had a good chat to them. Good lineup of beers on the bar. As always, they always bring a good game of beers. Some Emperor's Brewery beers on the bar with them. Big impies, but a selection of there was impies, and this is where you've got to win. I do feel that the best breweries are the ones that have big beers, but also pale ales, sours, different styles of beers to to look after as many people as they can. You know, get the people paying for your beer. There was a big seating area again in there, so if it chucked it down outside, another good seating area. In the far corner, Little Brewing, that was where I went next. Their stand was the stand at the festival. Wow, that was a bloody belting stand. I do feel that Little Brewing, they had good lighting on the stand. Let me have a drink. I'm getting wet. Yeah, dry water. Whoa. Anyway, yeah, Little Brewing, cracking range. They had good merch, they had the t-shirts. Their rebrand is one of the best ways of showing you that by doing a rebrand of your brewery, it has put their name at the forefront. Their name now, Little Brewing Co, sells the beers, you know, by a mile. You see this big Little Brewing Co in big letters, and then the beer above sells it by miles. And I see their beers literally everywhere. When it was Little Over Brewing, didn't see them anywhere. First time I'd ever heard of them was for Adventure Beer. Although that was the first time I also heard of Little Brewing for Adventure Beer as well. So Adventure Beer, very important local resource for bottled and canned beer. Though I need to do an order from, to be fair, because I've not done one for a while. Had a lot on this year. What a year. So yeah, I had a strawberry Eton Pavlova. Strawberry Eton Mess Pavlova tropical beer from there. And yeah, so you've got that a tropical beer, squirty cream, strawberry on the top. Wow. They were doing it, and it kind of made my decision. I was looking at the coffee beer as well, to be fair, but that made my decision. I thought, I've got to try that beer. It tasted massive, tasted lovely. There's two videos that I'll be highlighting. They're in the playlist already, but I will be highlighting separately on the channels. Why do I take videos of? I can't take videos of every single brewery that's there, because sometimes it's too busy, and sometimes I feel a prat as well. Even if I'm drunk, I still feel a prat. But I do it so that if breweries want to use my videos, they have full, you know, if it's of their beers or of their stand, then videos are for free usage for them to use. And if it promotes Raggy's Beer Reviews, all good. But yeah, beers were great. Two lovely gents behind the bar at Little Brewing. And, you know, they're a lovely company. I really have a lot of respect and time for them both. Really nice people. I love nice people. And who don't think there's some, you know, everyone's trying to make a living in this world. And the sad thing is, some people think, and I'm not on about the brewery industry now, that because of their job, that they are something special and against other people. No, you're not. You're part of a team. And when people get that in their thick heads, then they realise that every part of the team can't survive without everybody who's in the team. And yeah. Sadly, at workplaces, people forget that. And being a gardener, you know, people forget that in where I work, and it's like, without me, Duck, you know, you wouldn't be able to do what you do. Not by a long shot. But in any case, next up on the list of breweries for me was Fire Rock Brewing Company. Again, as with Bang the Elephant, as with Little Brewing, Fire Rock's first time over at Derby Beer Con. And again, they brought a bar, tons of beers on the bar. I think they learned from Bang when they did their collab bar with Bang the Elephant at the 2022 Nottingham Craft Beer Festival. They learned you've got to go big. Let's be fair, keg beers can be took off and took away. And that's what they do, you know. You can be unhooked, and that's it. take it back and sell it at the what is their tap room. Good range of beers from Raptor Brewing Company. The lads, absolute stars they are. Good range of beers from them. Sours, pales, and that's what I'm saying. You know, this thing about lots of different beers, it does make a difference. People want a lager, a pale ale, a stout, a sour, and then they also want your big impies as well. You know, and kept off the big impies for the most part yesterday. And then they had a coming soon board as well, which was really good because that coming soon board, their stand was probably the second best stand at the festival. You know, gotta be honest. Cracking stand of theirs, and yeah, bloody fantastic brewery. I've got to watch my time on here. Next up, I went to Shiny Brewery, and the beer for me from them was Laminar Flow. It was 13% barrel aged impy. Wow, it's an absolute beauty of a beer, and bloody cheap as well. Something like £3.70 or something, or it might have been slightly less for a third. That is stunning. I've never come across a third, not for a couple of years now at least, that was that cheap of a barrel aged impy. And because I mentioned to the Fire lads, I said, well, how comes they're selling it so cheap? And I don't really know Shiny Brewery to talk to, so it's one of those things, isn't it? When you don't know breweries to talk to, it's a bit I find it difficult sometimes, which is weird because obviously being a beer drinker, I talk to everyone. I did check the the Tartarus Beers board out while I was stood drinking. I did a quick video of theirs, but I didn't actually get around to drinking one of theirs. We had 4 beers on keg, a big impy, and like I say, a nice range of beers, including bottles and cans as well, from what I remembered seeing. Obviously, Black Iris were there. I'm going to Black Iris Brewery next weekend. I live in Nottingham. They're my nearest brewery, so to me. So I didn't want to go to Black Iris because obviously it is what it is. You know, they are that close to me that, and like I said, we've already decided that we're going there next Saturday. So I had to sideswipe them. So apologies to Black Iris. Did not go to Make. Again, didn't get time. You know, sometimes, yes, I do beer reviews, but I loved their wooden keg thing that they had on. Wooden thing for doing the kegs. I think it was. Was it just a barrel in front that had the names of the beers on? I'm not 100% sure. It was difficult at times to get close to brewery bars. Other than that, I had one from Neon Raptor, Slushosaurus Green, like an apple flavour in the beer. Bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. I did go for the Struce collaboration with Portsmouth Brewing Company from the USA. 22% ice distilled Imperial Stout. Oh, fucking hell. Drank that. Tasted beautiful. Didn't taste boozy, but tasted beautiful. But my legs afterwards, I could feel the booze in my legs. You know, in your legs, you can really feel, it's like, wow. I did, and it tasted amazing. Nerd Brewing, I was there at that moment when they were doing the like a free pour at 6:30, and I was actually stood in the area talking to people, and Danielle from Nottingham Evening Post, Nottingham's queen of beer, she was there, and I said, "What's this then? This is a free pour." Oh. She says, "If you get some, share it. If I get some, I'll share it with you." And so lots of people there, and I'm not even tall. I'm only 5'7". I used to be 5'8", but I think I've shrank over the years. But my arms are quite long at times, and I managed to fucking reach over and get my hand right at the front, and to get a pour. Bless. And that was beautiful. Oh, it was a stunning 17%. Fair play to Nerd Brewing to crack open one of their special bottles and gift it to the beer community that are there and took notice of the sign. That was a very kind gesture. Very kind. Other beers I had, Free Suns from... Free Suns was the name. It was a barrel-aged Irish cream imperial stout at 14.9%. Here's me saying, I'm not going to drink too heavy. What do I do? 14s, 17s, 22. Like I say, all the for me, the foreign bars were all in one area together. And I don't know if they just sent the beers over and people were working on them bars, or there was actually the people from the brewery. I'm not 100% sure on that aspect. Staggeringly good were in that corner. My only slight niggle is that corner should have been spread about a bit further, gone a bit further and spread about. It did feel a bit claustrophobic in that corner. Whereas the rest of it was quite well spread out. That, where all the foreign, like the European beers were, and where Staggering was, it was a bit. And Pomona, did Pomona even turn up? Must have turned up, yeah. But they had another space next to them. Yeah, that should have gone a bit further apart and a bit round to me. Obviously, I don't run beer festivals, so that's only what I see of it. But yeah, got to say, from a first-time person going, I thought it was a well-done beer festival. Good food options. I like the music at the front. Good seating at the front. Obviously it's in a bit of an industrial area, isn't it, of Derby. Good seating. Plenty of people there. Bit of security, but did they need security? Not normally at craft beer festivals. But then again, there's always one that can't handle the beer and wants to get too intoxicated. Josh and Tom from Neon Raptor did an amazing job of running this beer festival. It's great to see. It's great for Derby. Derby need this. I know we don't see Derby camera beer festivals, and that's been explained to me by Josh or Tom. Yeah, I ain't got a clue which is which. Yeah. And I stood next to Vincent Lee, Nottingham Camera's #1, and the king of Nottingham Camera by some distance as well. I was stood next to him and I said, which is which? I should have asked Dave, really. Our man Pims, Dave Pims Rowe. Good to see him down there. The other king of Neon Raptor. But yeah, it was a great event. And yeah, it's quite a long review. This is a bit of a chit chat. Whether you watch it or not, that's up to you. But yeah, I had a great time. I got there safe, got home safe. To get there, it's relatively easy. The bus station, if you can get to the bus station, you're laughing, because the bus station to the place, there's no walk at all. 6 or 7 minutes. Good selection of beer, good selection of food. Prices are what they are, I paid 12 quid for a burger and chips, which isn't too bad, to be fair, in the grand scheme of things. You can pay quite you pay what you do at beer festivals. As you know this with festivals. I thought the beer pricing was pretty decent. I did keep, for the majority of the time, kept to lower ABVs. But I had a great time. I got home safe. The family are happy. I'm happy. I remembered the whole day and met some fantastic people. Chatted to a lot of great people. People coming up, you're Raggy, aren't you? So, and it's still humbling, that people even know who you are or anything like that. And I sat with people, because I went on my own, so I ended up talking and sitting with people. And it was nice, because someone who suffers with anxiety, it's nice. And anxiety is not all about beer. So just to break that little thing somebody kept posting comments on my YouTube. For some people, anxiety and beer is the issue. For me, it's not. So yeah, let's get that one out there. And but yeah, fantastic event. If you can, go down. You can go next year. Go down. Go and support Derby's breweries. Would be interesting to see Derby Brewing Co there. And also Alter Ego, just in case anybody who organises this watches. It would be interesting. It'd be lovely to have. I've got to be honest. It'd be lovely to have Urban Chicken Ale and Red Dog there as well. But obviously, like with anything, you'd need a big advance notice to put stuff into kegs. And to prepare for any beer festival, and I'm sure the people who run Derby Beer Con know this is anyway. It's all about prepping them beers ready and getting the brewing in. But anyway, to all the people that went yesterday, to the breweries, to the food people, and to the good people at Neon Raptor, you absolutely smashed it. It was a fantastic beer festival. From a first-time person going, didn't know what to expect. Apart from you see photos, but photos don't do anything justice. But I had a great time. Thank you. Cheers.